Hello and good evening, everybody. This is episode number 32 of Small Biz Highlight. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tiffany Roman. I am your host. If you are joining us live, thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, do one of those the watch parties. I always forget what that's called when I need to know what it's called. Share away. It not only benefits me, but it benefits my guest tonight, the lovely Jodi Major. That's right there. We'll get to her in a second, though. So like I said, if you are joining us live, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to stop by. If you are watching us on replay, hashtag replay in the comments. Let us know you're stopping by. Would love to see who stops by and how you enjoyed the video. Few quick announcements. I announced this afternoon, I guess, earlier today, that I am still doing the virtual vendor event. I have 2 vendors that are officially on board for the vendor event, and I am hoping to fill 18 more slots to make it 20 separate vendors. My vendor event is changing the game up a little bit. Instead of all the vendors competing for a spot on the timeline, on one timeline, they're all going to have their own individual group within the event to highlight their items, and people who are actually interested in their products can then join in and get personalized experience with the vendors. So I'm really excited about this idea. I really hope it works out as well as it's working out in my head. You know what I mean? All you moms out there that plan ahead in your head. But other than that, tonight, like I said, I have Miss Jodi Major. She is from majorCLICKS, the owner and creator and whatever other title we can throw in there. I am so happy to have you here tonight. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I am so excited to learn more about your business. But before we do, I always ask the same question to everybody to start off the interview. Who are you? What do you like? Where are you from? Family? Anything that will help anybody watching be able to get to know you a little bit better.
All right. Well, I was a single mom for about 10 years. I have 2 daughters. My oldest is a senior. My youngest is a freshman. And I have been with my boyfriend now for a little over a year, so I can't really consider myself single anymore. I'm from the Pittsburgh area. That's where I was born, but I lived here when I was little, and I've lived here for about 12 or 13 years now. So this is kind of home, but Western PA is also home. And yeah, that's me. What else do you want to know? I forget what you asked me.
Some people get really tripped up about this question, and some people are like, "Oh, let me tell you all about me." Like I said, it's all what you feel comfortable sharing. I think it's funny that my 1 o'clock interview today was from Pittsburgh originally too. I want to side note that was not on purpose. I had no idea that you were from Pittsburgh.
That is funny.
But I think it's funny that both of you ended up from Pittsburgh. That's kind of cool. All right. So how long has majorCLICKS been around?
majorCLICKS, I started officially in December. It'll be 6 years this December.
Oh, wow. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what made you start majorCLICKS? Were you like working a regular job and this was like a side gig, or was this always the main gig for you?
No, I actually had a full-time job until June of this year. I started majorCLICKS on the prompting of my stepmom, who always told me that I could take better pictures than whoever it was that just took my pictures. And I always had a camera in my hands. I mean, kind of your typical photographer story, but and so I finally decided that, why keep paying somebody else to do what I could do and loved to do? So I just kind of buckled down and learned how to do it myself, and continue to learn how to do it.
Well, that's awesome. And you said it's been around for 6 years.
It has.
That's just great. I mean, with the pandemic and everything, I'm assuming your business got hit pretty hard because you couldn't do anything, really, right?
Yeah, it actually, over the course of the pandemic, became my full-time job. I I lost my full-time job because of COVID. And so
Yeah.
majorCLICKS is now my full-time job. And so, but I'm actually working on the best year that we've ever had. So
That's
it's
amazing.
been a total blessing.
Well, I'm sorry you lost your job. I also, I had no other choice but to resign mine, unfortunately, because of childcare issues. So I am with you on having to lose my job, but I'm so glad that you were able to turn your side gig into like your full-time gig and have it be such a positive impact for you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it really has been. I can't complain. So.
And not to mention it being a success for you despite COVID. I mean, you have some big things happening pretty soon, don't you?
We do have big things, yeah, and some of them we're keeping on the DL, but yeah, we're actually expanding and merging, and so we're going to offer more videography and expanding into weddings and such. So yeah, we're growing and it's exciting.
Oh, that is so amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I feel like that's just every small business owner's dream, to start the small business and hope that it grows into something that it just keeps growing. And it sounds like you've got that, because you're teaming up with this company to do the videography, like you mentioned. And I think you, in your description that you sent me, you said something about drones.
I did, yes. My boyfriend actually got his drone pilot's license a few months ago, so he is legal and able to do. We've done a couple weddings so far with the drone and videography together, and so we're looking forward to doing more weddings together. But yeah, so the drone is pretty, it's different. It's pretty cool. I kind of convinced him to do the video stuff because I wanted video for my business, but I didn't want to learn how to do it. So I let him learn how to do that, and he does a great job at it. So,
oh my gosh, that's so nifty. Like I'm already like imagining this drone flying over a wedding and getting all the guests at one time. Like I just see that being so cool for a video.
Yeah,
it's a angle that we never get to see.
Right.
Without that technology, without a drone, you wouldn't be able to get to see it.
Right.
I mean, minus the helicopter, but that would be a little messy with the wind.
Probably a little louder too, but.
Oh yeah, a lot of noise. We'd have to drown out a lot of noise there.
Yeah.
So what kind of pictures specifically do you specialize in? Because I know photographers have like niches specifically to them that they kind of tend to stay with.
So I started doing pretty much everything and quickly found out that everything was not for me. So I focus mostly on high school seniors, which is where I love to be, but I also do families. I do children once they're sitting. Newborns is not my forte, but and so families, weddings, engagements, baby bumps, that kind of stuff. But those little newborns, not for me.
Too delicate.
Yeah. And total patience. Like, yeah. I need somebody that can listen to me at least,
Oh, I hear that. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. But that's great. I haven't met a photographer yet who says their favorite thing to do is senior photos. So that's fun. I always admired people who did the senior photos, because they've just been mutating as the years go by, like with how they're posing, what they're posing with, what backgrounds they're using, where they're taking the pictures. Like it's just a thing to do now.
Right. Yeah. And like when we were in high school, you went to the school, you got the drape, and that was pretty much it, And so yeah, it's amazing what it's all turned out to be. And I love meeting them at that age. Like they're just so, I mean, they're still kids, but they're so, grown up too. And, so it's just been a real pleasure to be able to work with all of them. And,
that must be so much fun. Oh my goodness. So if someone was interested in your services, how typically does, like how long in advance would they need to book with you to, get a good booking with you?
Right. It kind of depends on the time of year. We're definitely busier overall. It's kind of across the board. Fall is popular. So, right now we're kind of finishing up fall. Like I have Christmas minis coming up this weekend, but we're with the weather and everything. I do a lot of shooting on location, so outside. So the lighting is less right now. So it really depends on when you're looking to book. But I'm starting to look at my class of 2022 seniors, which is totally crazy. And, weddings, of course, is, always at least next year, if not 2022 by now. So it depends on when you're looking to book and what kind of session you're looking to book, but I would say at least a month in advance.
Okay. And how much, I know it depends on the services you're offering, the pictures and all that mumbo jumbo, but like how like a normal family session or something of that to that effect, well, how much typically would you say a normal session is with you
for a family session? So my family sessions are $250, and they include an hour of shooting time and 10 digital images, and you get the print release to those. With my seniors, I do a sales session. That's where I'm sitting right now, is in my sales room. So they actually come in and they'll view their pictures on a big screen TV, and we'll watch a slideshow and, mom cries and all that kind of stuff. But, and so then they decide what they want product wise.
That's what moms are for.
Yeah, like you can see I don't know which way I'm going, the canvases on the wall, and we have albums and, that kind of stuff. So with seniors, I try and push the products a little bit more because I feel like they should be, I don't know.
Everything.
Yeah.
It only happens once, hopefully.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of the same thing with weddings. Like, I mean, the next time you do something, a big photo shoot is probably going to be your wedding. So,
Oh, but that's great. So you do print photos as well and make canvases and all that kind of stuff too? That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, we do canvases. I offer canvases, medals, albums. Pretty much if you want it, we can figure out how to get it and work it in.
Wow, goodness. You're busy. But I'm just so in awe of the fact that you lost your job because of COVID and then now turned this business that originally wasn't your main go-to as your main go-to, and now you're just blowing up without another way of thinking about it. That was the first thing that came to mind. You're just blowing up. We're blowing up. You're going major. I feel like that would be something that one of the Ninja Turtles would say or something like that. Right. I have that in my head. The kids were watching Ninja Turtles, the original one. Trying to raise them right.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. The pictures in the background, I was looking on your Facebook page. The pictures I saw there were beautiful.
Thank you.
I know you have Instagram too.
I do.
So, if you are interested in looking at her work, what she's got going on, what she's done in the past, some of the things that she's able to provide with her services and whatnot, please stop by. I have it scrolling at the bottom for you. I mean, it can't be any more than that, but I will copy it and paste it into the comments. So you also have it there to easily click and follow and whatnot. Show her some love and support. I am so thankful for small businesses like majorCLICKS taking the time to let me interview them. I know not everybody is for this interview thing, and then everybody is busy on their own levels. So, taking the time out to just spend a few minutes and chatting about your business is huge. And I am really grateful for you trusting me to help spread the word that you exist and you're ready for business.
Absolutely.
The fact that obviously people know because you're booked.
Well, I appreciate you having me. That was, definitely interesting.
Oh my goodness. Well, if people, like I said, want to get a hold of her, the information will be in the comments. If you have any problems with any of the links, please just message me directly. I can absolutely get you in touch with her or just resend you the link to see if it works again. Either way. But she is on Facebook, majorCLICKS. Just look for majorCLICKS, whether you're on Facebook or on Instagram. Check out her pictures. Check out all her offerings, the products that she has available. You won't regret it. And like she said, she's expanding. She's going to be offering things that, like the drone over the wedding. I mean, come on now. All my future brides out there looking for something a little bit different. I'm pretty sure not everybody's doing something like that, getting a better, different view of your guests, the atmosphere of the wedding. I can't get that out of my head, just how that I can imagine it. It's crazy. Well, all right. So if you are joining us live, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time to check us out and hear what Jodi has going on with her business. If you are watching us on replay, #replay in the comments to let us know that you were watching us, and let us know what you thought about the information, the video, what else I can be doing to help these wonderful businesses out. And if you are interested at all at being included in my vendor event, please send me a direct message so I can get you more information and get you the link to get set up and whatnot so we can get you going. Yes, it's going to run from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So it's going to be a really awesome time. I can promise you that. So with that, I will leave you all for the night. I thank you again, Jodi, for taking the time to be with me. I really appreciate your time. Best of luck to you. And I hope to catch up in a year or so to see what else you've morphed into.
Thank you.
Right, everybody. Don't forget, put your communities first, support local, shop small. Good night, everybody.